Alrighty then. Love them knives channel LTK here. Best Tech Knives in the house. In the house. Because my buddy Stasa23 sent me this. Because he is Best Tech. He is the Best Tech man in the USA. He's your contact. So if you want to bitch and moan, I encourage you to contact him and maybe harass him just for fun. Or maybe not. But yes, he is the best tech rep in the USA. And he sent me this. And this is the Tercel. I told him I have reviewed almost all the best tech models. Not all of them, and this was one of them. So he goes, yeah, baby, I got you one. So he's sending this to me to review, and then I pass it on to other YouTube reviewers so they can do that, kind of like Zelric with the Wii knives in the USA. So first production, 44 of 100. Oh gosh, Stasa, so sorry, dude. This somehow got lost. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Nah, ain't gonna work. This is a nice knife. I like this. This is a nice big folder here. Big Best Tech. And it's only like 3.5. It depends on where you measure it. It just feels bigger. 8 3/8, so it's just a skosh bigger. Really about the same size as the Spyderco Parrot Military 2, 21 centimeters, 90 millimeter blade. It's supposed to be blue and gold. This is kind of a strange little anno. I hit it a couple of times with Windex, and this is as good as I could get. So, but it does look that way a little bit. If you, hold on. If you look at the pictures that I got, well, I didn't get a very good picture. I'm sorry. You can look on Blade HQ when you look at that, but that still looks kind of this way. It's kind of a grainy blue. I mean, it's not like a solid bam, hit you in the face blue, you know? Like the Best Tech Zen. See how solid blue that is? But this one's not quite that way. Although it's interesting, isn't it? It's kind of an interesting pattern. And I don't know if this varies from knife to knife, but the one I looked at that they have a picture of on Blade HQ, and also White Mountain Knives, if you enlarge their picture, it looks the same. Strange. See those lines? It's like tiger stripes, that wavy line patterns that runs through the knife, through the side there. Interesting. And then you got the gold. Wow. That's a lot of gold. And then this is silver. Just your standard titanium color. This is a titanium frame lock flipper, by the way. Best Tech Knives, made in China, by the way. Yeah. A little kind of bluish showing through here. I think these ends are a little bit on the bluish. So maybe the gold is a higher temperature and they hit it. They went blue first and then they hit the gold later. You know, I don't know. Yeah. I've studied up a little bit on the voltage, the electrical anodization stuff, and I know enough to be very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. I gave it up. I tried a little bit myself, and I go, I'd rather pay a guy and get it right than to fuss with it. Tercel S35 VN blade steel, and obviously it's stonewashed. Now the ergos on this knife are really good. When I've looked at this knife before. Okay, I've looked at this knife before. I got the Starfighter. I got the Predator. I did not get this one. I I don't like this design as well as I like the Starfighter or the Predator. I like the blade shape as much or better than the other two. But the handle, I don't know. Maybe these cutaways are just too pronounced for me. I don't know. There's just something about the scales that I'm not drawn to. Now, I don't know. I mean, you may be other way around. Because this really has ergos. I mean, you know, just look at this. I mean, this is just like, everything's just ready to go right there, isn't it? And you got this jimping up here. You can go up on top. You have a choil cutaway here. So you can actually go forward, and no, I'm not stabbing myself doing that either. So you can even go more forward, and it's good for sharpening as well. And the blade's Stonewash, so everything's really smooth and easy. The action on this knife is really good. Look at that drop. Ceramic bearings, ceramic detent. Whew. Man, that's good. That's just all good. So, okay, so let's say it's like my third favorite of their titanium series, because the Starfighter and the Predator I like better. But it's good. And there's, you know, look at this. Look at your lanyard hole back here. So it's cut away here, but it's cut away down here, so your lanyard can go out the back and the knife doesn't rest on it. So that's good. You know, lanyard out this way. Yes, that's the way to go. Lot of machining on there, right? A lot of machining, a lot of radius cuts and different things going on here. And you've got these decorative rings around the pivot, but you know, looks like you could stick a dime or a penny in here and turn this pivot. The rest of them are Torxes. I think number 6 is what they look like. But yeah, that's not for a Torx. That's for a screwdriver or a coin that will fit there. Nice. And yeah, first production. Oh, another thing that might interest you about this knife is the fact that you can open it with that cutaway in the blade. See? And even me, I'm not the middle finger flick champion of the world, but even me, I can do that. So that's nice. So it gives you this way, you know, the regular flipper tab, the thumb, and the middle finger to flip it open. And this should be a lot easier. So what does that say about the detent? Well, I'll tell you, brother. That says that detent's about a 5 at best. At best. But, you know, how stiff do you want the detent if you want a middle finger flip it? Not very. Not very. I mean, that's why someone like the Liang Ma, or, oh God, like the Elijah Isham, I can't believe I did that. Elijah Isham Zeta knife is like so easy to flick, and even his Eschaton is really easy to flick, but no, the detent is 4.5 at best on those knives. So they are definitely gravity flip knives. But that doesn't make it bad. You know? Not at all. I mean, it's not going to be stupid like it's going to, you know, fall out of your pockets or something when you're running around. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're really going to have to put it to it. But this is not a difficult gravity flip either. So 5 at best, 4 3/4, somewhere in there. Good looking knife. How much does it weigh? Well, I'll tell you, buddy. By the way, if you want to buy you one, go on to my buddy Justin's site at White Mountain Knives, because with the LTK discount code, you get 10% off. And how much does it cost? And it costs $192. But then you get $19.20 off, whatever, 10%. So, yeah, makes it a lot less expensive, doesn't it? Yes, and that's the 1708A. I hope I got the right one. Oh yeah, okay. Thank God. But 4.84 ounces, or no, yeah, 4.84 ounces. So it's under 137 grams. It's not bad. Actually, for a full-size titanium S35VN, this baby, and it's got backspacer on it too, so that increases the weight. Now, let's take a little peek under the hood, and yes, they've weight relieved underneath. You know, I'm kind of slacking off from doing this because I usually disassemble the knives, but I'm not going to do it if it's a loaner from Stasa. Then I'm not going to do that. I don't want to get into the knife. The next guy that will be reviewing this knife doesn't need to have had me tear it apart and put it back together. I wanted him to have the feel of what it's like pretty much out of the box as well. Yeah, so it is weight relieved. No wonder it's under 5 ounces. Feels good in the hand though. Reverse grip, that's good. Kind of this little raised area your thumb goes right on. You may, this area here, right here, comes to kind of an edge. I mean, I know it's rounded and everything, but in a way it's, you know, I mean, it's smooth and everything, but I don't know how you, yeah, I mean, maybe in executing to, you know, as you hold it to flip it, this is digging in here. So if you do that 100 and some times in a row, I think you'll notice that it's kind of wearing on you a little bit. That end piece there is kind of digging in a little bit. It's not a huge deal, but yeah, I mean, that's the only knock I can give this knife. I mean, from a design standpoint, I like the blade, but this really high machining up on this is a little flat, kind of in between here, this kind of deal. I don't know. I'm not drawn to this, and I don't know why, but this just doesn't hit me as I gotta have it type. I mean, it's attractive, it's good, the ergos, all that kind of thing, materials, fit and finish, but it's just, you know, hey, it either hits you or it don't, right? And this one doesn't, although everything else is in place. So if this is a design you like, a style you like, and you love the colors, yeah, and 10% off, it's a thinker, ain't it? It's a thinker, yeah. But Bestech, I mean, they're making all kinds of good knives, right? How about that? The Swordfish and G10. And then you got the Rhino, which they throw a titanium, you know, backspacer in here with 154 cm blade, you know, so you got that. You got all kinds of crazy stuff. And yeah, the small knives as well. And the Zen as well in here. I mean, we got pretty good mess. And the Paladin, which is brand new from Bestech. Don't forget the Paladin. So, hey, we got a family here right now. This might be the most Bestech knives I've had on my table in a long, long time. But I'm going to let you go. Flanagan, where are you, buddy? Can you get your way in through the mess? Yes, you can. We're going to let you go. We'll be back. Thank you so much for joining us today. You know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp.